it's shorter by anyway because we started 40 minutes late. We are live. So last session, you guys defeated the Crystal Titan, the guardian of the city. You were welcomed as heroes into the city. And while you were doing that, you were given the Brooch of Good Luck as a thank you. And then the forces of the evil Emperor counter-attacked during your ceremony by unleashing the deadliest weapon that they have, Death Fog. All the soldiers around you are running away. The Death Fog blocks a little bit of the sight that you guys have. Kadoka and Beauregard in a panic see like what happens with Death Guard and Death Fog as it hits a battalion of soldiers and they're instantly vaporized. Oof. So Kadoka decides to use a teleportation spell to bring her and Beauregard into safety as she sees one heading straight for her. But sadly, you guys were just out of reach at that point. And they're gone. You see the different leaders say, We need to get as far as possible from here. Then we're safe. They only have a maximum throwing distance with these things. Run! Run!
Alright.
And then we roll initiative.
I rolled minimum.
But still a 9. Put the sound a little bit softer. Alright. Corin, as you start, I would like you to roll me a d8.
A d8. Yoink. A 1.
Alright. A large group of soldiers runs past you in a panic, and like they're bumping against you, and like you feel that you're being crushed by the sheer amount of people trying to escape the Death Fog. Give me a strength save.
Ooh, strength save. Yikes.
That is a failure, as you take 20 crushing damage. It'll be counted as bludgeoning.
That's alright, that's okay.
Alright. You can either do, to move to the next square, you can either do a athletics check or a perception check.
Gotcha.
Basically, you're like, mustard gas is firing everywhere, and basically you're trying to find a route or be fast enough to get to locations where you're not getting gassed.
Gotcha. Is it my action to do either of these, or would I be able to help Sue out as well?
It is an action to move to a next square, because the distance between the squares isn't...
It isn't actually... Yeah, it's
just... To give you an example,
okay.
if you encounter enemies, when you're in the same square, you can melee. When Sue is in this square, you can do ranged. If Sue is in this square, he's too far away for ranged.
Gotcha. In this case, what I'll do is I'll try to look for a path to try and see if I can find a way out.
Perception
and I have
check.
advantage thanks to my little staff thing.
That is a success. Turn, then it is Sue's turn. Roll me a d8.
Let's see if I get trampled. 2.
Some of the houses fall apart. Debris falls down. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Alright. A rock falls on towards your ankle. You take 2 damage from it, but you are currently stuck. It requires an athletic check to, or a sleight of hand check to unstuck yourself. As an action.
Would I be able to cheat this?
Well, if you have spells or anything, then yes. There are
I will
ways to cheat.
transform into an air elemental and just fuck off from that.
That certainly does work.
Awesome.
You are no longer stuck. Then you can make either a perception or a athletics check in your air elemental form to progress to a safer location.
Oh, try perception. 20.
Alright, and that is a success.
That is ridiculously low for me. That is a 3.
A 3 up to a 20 is still pretty good.
It is
Yeah.
pretty nice. I am a druid. I am pretty good at wisdom. It helps that I'm an air elemental. I can probably just go through people.
I'm quickly resetting the hit points thing. I'm seeing that it is broken. Because your air elemental hit points don't work.
Gotcha.
So this gas, can I tell what it's made of? Or does it just look like...
It looks like a white fog.
Gotcha, okay.
You can make an Arcana check to try and figure it out. But that would be an action. So,
Gotcha.
Corin, it is your turn.
If I were to Dimension Door, could I bring the Elemental with me to the next square?
No, because but with Dimension Door, it has to be the same size as you or smaller. And
Dang,
Air Elemental is too big.
In that case, I'm going to try and just make my way further down and away.
Alright. Oh, wait, you also have to roll a d8 first.
Oh, gotcha.
Complications. Devastation.
6. Alright. As you see, out of the fog comes a machine. Beep boop, beep beep. You see a Modron coming out. With 5 different heads. Now you may continue your turn.
I will use my bonus action. I want to disengage from it, and then I'm going to try and look to see what path I can take.
Alright, go ahead and make a perception check or an athletics check. That is a success.
And I'll point it out to the air elemental, because I don't know if they can see it or not, and then I'll scurry.
Alright. Then it is the Pentadrone. As it walks over towards the air elemental. Beep boop, beep beep, beep beep. And it starts swinging with its arms and starts to try and punch the air elemental. These are magical attacks. 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
4, 5.
Yep.
So he chopters with those heads right into the air elemental.
Only one of them will hit because I have bracers that give me +2 to my AC.
So only the 22 for 8 damage.
Yep.
Nice.
That is its turn. Then it is Sue's turn. Roll me a d8. 1. A crowd comes in. Go ahead and make a strength save.
Alright, the air elemental's gonna have a better strength save than I do.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I just lied.
They're
It's
running
got the
through
same.
you.
I just lied. It's got the same strength save. Oh no, it's one better. I lied twice. Nope.
But still fails, taking 15 bludgeoning damage, non-magical, but I believe the description only says weapon attacks. Yeah, so you'll still sadly take the full damage.
Aren't unarmed strikes weapon attacks?
Now they're just running through you.
Oof.
They're not
Alright.
even purposefully trying to attack you. It's just like you're just
Actually,
getting
it
crushed
just
by
says
the crowd.
non-magical
Yeah.
attacks, but yeah, it's the same. It's still okay. I gotcha.
Just
Uh,
collateral.
It's the same thing with like if you have that ability, like for example, a lich is immune to non-magical attacks, but you can still pick up a lich and throw him off of a building and do damage to him. And that's also bludgeoning damage. That's like if you don't have any magic weapons and you have to fight the lich. That's how you defeat the lich. You pick him up and you drop him a couple of times.
That's
That'll
actually
work.
so funny in Goblin Slayer. That's literally how they kill a lich in Goblin Slayer. They climb a tower and he gets frozen, like they freeze him or something, and they're like, "Hey, we can't kill this guy," and they just throw him off the tower.
Gravity does the work. Alright,
Mhm.
I'll make that check to go move to the next area.
Alright.
That's better.
Oh yeah, that's a success. Yep.
To get an out.
He will try. Punch, punch. 16.
Off by 1, actually.
Damn bracers!
Haha!
Alright. Corin, roll me a d8.
Ooh,
8. Nothing happens.
nice,
That's a good
excellent.
one.
Yeah, I will. I move down to this square, or is it
Yeah.
this square? Okay. Yeah, I'll make my check to do so.
That is a success. There you go.
Thank you. Can I see any of the leaders with that check as well? Like, have they already
Yeah, you
started
see them,
making
you
their
see
way?
them doing the same thing as you, like trying to find a way out. They're also
Could
they're going
I-
in different directions, but
Oh, okay. They're just essentially scattering. Okay.
Yeah. there are multiple ways to get to the safety of outside of this range, but because they just started firing. Okay,
Gotcha.
you see a couple of you see some of them step into like close by airships and flying into the air for the safety range.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
Alright, that is your turn. Then it is the Pentadrone's turn, who will try and follow the air elemental, or else go and kill other people. Fails at finding the air elemental, just so it just stays here. Sue, your turn.
Is the orc chief near me?
No, he already he went away already.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. I got like fly speed and everything. Can I just go upwards?
Yeah, you can, but the thing is, it's a large bounds of fog, so it's not like you're safe 60, 70 feet in the air.
I'm hoping it gets me out of the crowd.
Oh, you also have to roll a d8.
Yep.
First.
Of course. 2
2.
more buildings.
Yeah, deck save to see if you don't get any damage. You don't get stuck, but... Nah, you dodge it perfectly this time.
Awesome. All right. With that in mind, I will. Not that this will work. For all I know, there are flying creatures trying to trample me as well. But I'll fly a little bit upwards and use my perception to move on to the next area.
Alright, go ahead.
22.
Success. There you go. Alright, then it is Corin's turn. So, Sue, you do see the immediate danger. of when you're flying upwards, there's a large amount of airships that want to get away.
That'll work.
So you have to avoid those.
Gotcha.
Corin, D8. 3, that is a new one. Oh! A snap of death fog hits everyone on your square.
Oh my gosh.
You can both make a con save.
I gotta make creatures because it's not a wisdom save or mental save. That sucks. I am proficient in it though, so I don't know if that helps.
Then you can add your proficiency bonus to it if you're proficient
That's-
with con in your wild shaped form.
So that's an 18.
All right, Corin, you made it, so you take only half damage. The air elemental failed it.
Is this also considered poison?
It is.
Or-
It is considered 3 things. Poison, fire, and necrotic. And if you have resistance to all 3 of them, then it counts as resistance or immunity.
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha.
So if you miss out on one of them, then you still take the full damage.
Here we go.
So Corin takes half of that, which is 28 damage, and the air elemental takes 57 damage from it.
Whew.
Thanks, Corn.
The fog's coming from every. I think it's so funny. We were just talking about divinity right before this.
Fucking death fog!
All right, I'm making my way away from this if I can.
Yes, you succeed. You're inside of it, it completely started being covered into it, and then you're like, out. Basically, it's sort of what the feeling of the death fog is the moment it interacts with living matter, it combusts. So like, it doesn't affect stone or wood or water, but when it hits like skin or life force like things, then it starts completely combusting, and you get the poisonous fire necrotic aura that it causes, and that is why Warforged and Modrons are immune to it, because they count as constructs.
Would it still work on Earth Elementals?
If it is a construct, I believe it only doesn't work on constructs.
Gotcha.
But with a 30, you easily make it to the next one.
Great.
Alright, then the Pentadrone. Pentadrone will try and follow again. Try and find enemies. Doesn't find any enemies. Sue, roll me a d8.
Coming up. 7.
7. Nothing happens.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Still want to fly high?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, safely to the next one.
So the way gases work, it either it settles on the ground or it goes upwards.
Alright.
This stuff looks like it settles on the ground to do more damage. Kind of like mustard gas.
It actually stays in place. The only thing that moves it, what you notice, is the wind. So like if it explodes in the air, it stays in the air, like high above in the air.
Oh, so it doesn't even like slowly drift down unless
No.
the wind like blows it down or something.
This shit's weird. This is some magic shit.
Dude,
This is magic. This is magic mustard gas.
Magic
Rules
mustard
apply.
gas.
But
Yeah.
do remember, don't go randomly digging in certain places in France, because you'll die. Because the mustard gas is still there.
It's in pockets on the ground, yeah.
Yeah, look, it's too bad Beauregard already left. He would have loved to have tried to have studied or gotten some of this or whatever it is he does.
Alright, Corin, your turn. Roll me a d8. 3.
My
Ooh,
God, that's
that's
the
another.
same shit.
That's the
Here
same
we
one. Another
go.
pot. A hard wind blows behind you, and then the thing come back like. Whoosh.
I'll use a point of lucky and I'll reroll that 14.
Alright.
Okay,
It's
well,
a what?
Alright. This time the air elemental made it, but Corin failed it.
I think I'm gonna have some fall damage here anyway. Unless you roll real low.
69.
Nice.
So that is 34 for the air elemental.
So 24 damage straight to me because
Yes.
it knocks me out.
And then,
Fall damage.
yeah, you were 60 feet off the ground, I believe, right?
That'll work.
28 fall damage.
Ow.
ouch. I will again run away from this mess if I can.
Mm-hmm. You succeed at getting on the final square, and as you sit on the final square from afar, around the corner with that perception, you see that a creature is waiting for you around the corner. Was this the right one or no, this? Yeah, this was the right one. As this large spike-tailed creature is around the corner with a ready action.
Oof.
As he comes around the corner and tries to smack at you. Does a 27 hit?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright, then you take 40 damage, and I want you to make a charisma saving throw.
So I will use my reaction to half the damage.
Alright, then the 40 becomes 20.
Yeah. And then I gotta make a charisma save?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Or be teleported 30 feet.
Yeah, I have to make a 19 or 20 to beat that, so.
So, as you suddenly... Zip.
Uh-oh.
That's alright.
Yeah, no, it's not. There's Deathwalk here.
It's fine.
There's a wind, so it's not here directly anymore. Alright, then it is Pentadrone's turn. I'll try and chase you. This fails again. Sue, your turn. Roll me a d8.
See if I get another 3.
7.
No.
Nothing happens.
Nice. Well, I'm wondering what I'm gonna do. Because I see him pop back up, I assume.
Yeah. And
Yeah, there's
you
something over there.
you can do ranged attacks on him if you want to.
Trying to think of what would be the best spell for this.
I still have an 8th level one, so. It's my last high level slot, though. Oh, I got an idea. I have a genius idea. I'll get next to Corrin. And I'll say there's a lot of cover right now. Things are going to shit. Stuff's breaking. There's fog everywhere. You want to sneak past this thing?
I think that would be great.
Throw down a quick pass without a trace. Not that I think either of us need it.
Alright.
And we'll try and sneak by this thing. I can't sneak as a bonus action or anything, but
Yeah.
I suppose I could turn into a mouse and hide in your pocket.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'll do that.
Chip, chip. Just hope that Corin doesn't roll the Death Fog.
Stop rolling Death Fog.
Yeah, they just got a lock on me, I guess, or something.
Then it is the Quarton's turn, and the Quarton will do oh, just saw this. We'll do another
Obliteration beam.
reordering strike at Quarren.
It's a ranged attack.
Yeah, it's a ranged attack. Reach for 90.
Fuck.
18.
An 18 misses.
Alright, look at you. Quarren, your turn. Do not roll the
Oh,
infamous
boy.
tree.
Roll an 8.
Fine.
Okay, a 5. Something we haven't seen, I don't think.
Yep. A 5.
Another Quartron.
No. Beep 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 beep. This is a Decaton. Beep boop ah beep boop beep. As it comes out of the fog, ready for action. But first you can finish your turn.
Yes, so I would like to try to hide as my bonus action to try to get out of with all the people running around in the the buildings and things collapsing. I'm hoping that I can find a spot to get out of this thing's line of sight and hide as my bonus action.
Yes, you may.
Since I'm looking to just not be seen, I'm assuming my boots don't apply.
Yeah, he also boots is also for movement. Is for movement, right? Or
Yeah. So the boots,
Yeah, boots of any kind, right?
yeah. While you wear these, your steps make no sound. They leave no tracks, and you have advantage on death.
oh yeah, no,
stealth
your
checks,
boots would work. Your boots would work in this case.
for moving silently. So if they do, then great. Yeah, awesome.
This is gonna be a good check.
Yeah, because the thing is, I can be invisible in darkness. So I was like, oh, if I'm invisible, then the boots would just always give advantage because I'm not even trying to not be seen. I'm just trying to not be loud. But great, this is way better.
43.
43.
Yeah, they have no idea where you went.
Great, and then I'll use my action, and I'm going to try and now find a path that is out of the way of this Quartron while I'm staying out of his line of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's low for me. That's the minimum.
It still
Oh,
succeeds.
wait. Is that not...
You get the thing, so yeah, that is the minimum. Lama.
Huh, yeah. It's just... It's one above the minimum is what it is. Yeah. Because it rolled at advantage, so I was like, how is it only a 26? And then I realized it rolled an 8, a 10, and an 11. So I was like, okay, well...
Alright. Then it is Pentadron. Just going to progress, or try to. Still no progression. Then the Decaton. The Decaton will also try and look around. Fills as well. Then Sue, your turn. Roll me a d8.
Death fog. No.
Oh, okay.
5. Alright. Now appears a Nonaton. Beep 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 boop beep 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 boop boop.
Is he just a pipe?
Yeah, pretty much. He rolls in. He rolls in with 50 feet movement speed. So you
Ah,
see him like
sweet.
spinning in. Boom, boom, bam, boom, beam, boom, bam, boom, beep.
There we are.
Luckily, they they do not have. They have a pretty high passive perception. Not a 43.
Thank God.
Well,
Alright.
I assume I'm still hidden by
Yeah.
my friend's
Well,
efforts.
you're not
Awesome.
hidden, but you're inside of his pocket. So if the moment you leave the pocket, they will spot the mouse.
I am not leaving the pocket. I will take an action to hide in the pocket.
Alright.
Be even more hidden.
I'll count Corin's action
I'll
as
do
a
a I'll
help
do a
action.
help action for his stuff. How about that?
Alright, go ahead.
All right, so I have expertise on stealth. It's one of those things I spent the points for. So that's a plus 12 to whatever a mouse's dexterity is. Let me look that up. Rat, 5th edition. That's
Probably a +1 or +2.
nothing. So
Nothing.
plus 12.
They're
Straight.
just small.
All right, so you can add a plus 12 to whatever you roll in
So-
addition to the plus 10.
Oof.
in
Well, it's
addition to
still the
whatever you roll.
original stealth, so he had a 43 and now he has a 55.
There you go.
Great.
He's so good at stealthing that the mouse in the pocket doesn't even know where he is.
That's normal. I wouldn't be able to see outside the pocket.
That's how good he is.
That's it. That's all I'm doing.
Alright. The Quarton will do a ready action when it spots an enemy to do something. Corin, roll a d8.
You fucking get me killed
Just
by Deathfog,
not a
man.
3.
Oh, it's not a 3.
6. Alright.
Something worse.
2 death fogs.
Beep, 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 beep. As an Octoton joins the fray. As they start beeping against each other. Beep, 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 beep. What are they talking? Modron. How many different Modron languages are there? For every type of Modron has their own language.
Oh my god.
Jeez. If I'm still maintaining that same stuff roll, then I'm just gonna look for a way out, and then
Alright. Because there are multiple enemies here now, so many, the DC is much higher.
okay, gotcha.
But a 31 is still a success.
Nice.
If you rolled 2 lower, you would have failed it.
Dang, yeah, that's why I was thinking it would be pretty high, but
the DC was 30. So you two are now successfully out of range of Death Fog. As you see
Hooray!
other soldiers also like running out of the Death Fog range. Airships are flying away, everything. As you just like see you see the Khan forgot his name. Khan Orgar like gesture to you two. This way! This way! We're in safe distance. We're regrouping.
yeah, I'll immediately follow him. Still trying to just stay out of any line sight of anything.
How rough are you right now?
I'm
Health-wise?
at from all of that, I'm at essentially half health.
Alright.
I'm
Well.
still fine, but like the second death fog that was a big hit. 70 damage was a lot.
So that's for now. Alright. Well, I'm going to. This is probably the best spell I can throw on you if you want to get all your health back for the next encounter. It's my last high level slot. so you can have a regenerate.
Damn.
That's it. I'm out of high level slots. But you will be full in no time. Assuming we're going right back into shit. I need you at
Nice.
good hit points.
Do I
have-
roll the 48 plus 15, or do you?
I'll do it if you don't want to.
I will leave it in your capable hands.
Plus 15. Well, you gain an additional hit point every 6 seconds, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. Yeah, it'll probably in an hour. Yeah.
But you get that much immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I came prepared with a lot of healing. I got heal, I got regenerate, I got healing spirit for some lower level stuff still, in case you go down.
Nice. And then, you know, that's 6 HP a minute, up to what? That's 60 HP in an hour. Oh no, wait, that's 60 HP in.
It's
In 10
10
minutes.
HP
10
per,
minutes.
per minute, so that's
Yeah.
each minute is 10 HP, so that means in 10 minutes 100.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in 10 minutes time you're back at full health.
There you go. And that'll last for an hour, so if we're doing something right after this.
Yeah. Great.
I am happy that you both made it out alive. We underestimated the Emperor. But knowing that he uses Death Fog now means we must be doing something right. Because that is a very desperate attempt of his. While many of our forces will die from it, and already have died from that counterattack, many of his citizens and forces will also die just for using it. We expected him to only start using the Death Fog if we went down to the lower levels of old Arcadia, or if we breached the fortress walls. But he has now already used it after he defeated the Crystal Titan. He will not be able to pull that card again. With the amount of Death Fog that he used, he must surely be out of his supply. So we are now, how do you say, regrouping, tactical retreat, and seeing how we will continue this war against the Emperor. But I saw how you dealt with it. That was pretty good. I would have fed of nothing less about someone that took down the Crystal Titan.
Well, thank you. If regrouping is ideally what you wish to do, then once we've collected your forces, what proposed counterattack measures do you have? Or what have you come up with so far?
I myself have one idea, but my fellow commanders have another. What we must, the tech boys have one of their great inventions. We call this a obsidian bomb. We need, my plan is to have someone climb the great walls of the inner city and place the bomb there. They have to guard the bomb so that the enemy does not get a chance to deactivate it. And then we can destroy the bomb. The shockwave of the bomb will hopefully also get rid of a large amount of Death Fog, so that our troops can move freely forward.
After the explosion, do you plan to then continue the assault into the keep? or wherever the explosion would be?
Depends on what type of resistances we meet at the keep. But that is my plan. The others have other ideas.
Let us hear
Uh,
them all.
Yeah, we should consider all of our options before we choose on our action.
And follow me to the new set up war tent. You go with him to this map. You are now. And he enters with you guys and gestures you here to come in. The prince looks at you guys and says, "Welcome. Glad you survived. That was quite a predicament."
It seems
According
that
thus
our
far-
allies,
Go ahead.
our other allies that were summoned, managed to teleport away to where I'm not sure, but they might be able to regroup with us later.
I assume they probably teleported towards the summoning circle that you guys came in with. Although that one is on its way to North Arcadia and a couple of other ships. So it might take a couple of hours before they come back.
Gotcha.
I am sorry to put everyone in this danger. I did not expect my uncle to use Death Fog this early in the battle. Normal protocol describes that as a last-minute resort when victory is impossible. Well, at least we know we have him worried then, huh? But we have to now have an idea and make plans on how to deal with this further. We've lost we've lost about 20% of our troops on distracting the Crystal Titan. We've lost probably another 15% of the from the Death Fog. So that means we only have about 65% of our forces left. And some of them are fairly injured. We need to, but with the Death Fog comes a advantage. My uncle thinks that we are now licking our wounds, recovering, and making a plan. That we definitely are. But he would not expect us to immediately attack again. So, everyone, we need some plans on how to counteract this thing with something that my uncle would not expect. So Khan Orgar tells his plan again about taking an obsidian bomb and blowing up the wall. Prince Farion says that mission. Well, I do not disagree with the plan. That mission does bring the people that have to bring the bomb in a very dangerous position. Because they have to stay close to the bomb for a long while so that the enemy doesn't have enough time to deactivate it.
And then
Would
I
they-
have to escape its radius.
Yeah. Would
Yeah.
would
That's exactly. That's the challenging part. You have to stay there to make sure that the enemy cannot deactivate it. And then you have to be quick enough to escape the radius of the bomb.
what is the radius of this explosion?
About 200 feet.
Okay. I believe that if that is the plan that we go with, I can get myself and one other person out of said radius. I have a way to do a dimension door to get us away, that I can immediately get us out of the range of the explosion. As for climbing and getting up there, I believe, depending on what it is, that I could, uh, well, depending on the climb, of course, I could probably scale that and as stealthily as possible activate the bomb, and that might give us some additional time as well, if this is the plan we wish to go with.
The prince nods. Then if we go with that direction, it would only be a two-person team. Do you think you're safe enough to do that, though?
I'll give a look to Sue, and well, I mean, we managed to survive this long, but I'm sure we could take perhaps some additional measures to perhaps, depending on when this would be, perhaps get some rest. Or any other additional help would be great, of course. But what are our other ideas?
King Quodon steps up and says, give me a sec. Where is his page? My men were refilling the digger tanks when when the Death Fog attack happened. But because of the attack, much of our fuel has exploded, and the digger tanks that are empty are just sitting there in the middle of Death Fog doing nothing. I would suggest that what we do is have someone go back deep into the dangers of the Death Fog, use the last bit of fuel that we have here for the digger tanks to refill them, then go below ground with the digger tanks, and basically delve deep enough, long enough, for a tactical, to create a tactical earthquake, taking down many of their forces on the inside. The problem is, though, all of my trained digger tank operators have died in the Death Fog. So we need someone that thinks he has the skills to figure out how a digger tank works on the fly to do this. Else, you'll just be causing a massive earthquake on top of yourself.
Oof. Well, machinery isn't really a big thing where I am from. In recent years, we've made significant progress on that front, so perhaps I could try attempt. I'm very quick to pick up things, but that's definitely an option we could try as well.
Baron Elijah also comes with his idea. Mine requires sneaking over the wall and sneaking into the command center. We have a code that might let us override a part of the local Warforged, because they have and Modrons. That way we can initiate their language, and we can have them join our sides. Problem with that is that the command center is probably the best guarded place out of all of them. And I imagine that the Modron or Warforged commander is not something that you take down easily. You would
Well-
have to sneak through, and have to sneak to the command center, past all the guards, then go into the center of its command center, probably having some other defenses inside of it as well, and then defeat the commander, and then upload, pulls out a floppy disk, this into it, and all those soldiers on that part will be our allies.
Oh, well, I mean, turning the tides like that is also a great way to just suddenly gain a lot of the depleted forces that we just lost. So that's also great.
I like that plan a lot.
Mine
Merely,
is Go ahead.
merely taking away the enemy's tools from themselves is one thing, but it also gives us an advantage in this new situational battlefield we have found ourselves in. Having a warforged army of our own will certainly help things. Exactly.
It is the most dangerous, though.
True.
And my plan is quite simple, says Princitarian. They are, let's say, they are probably underestimating our current situation. And so I want to assault the Great Gate, then retreat immediately, provoke them into coming out and following us, and then ambushing them. It would require someone with intense charisma to get them out of their hole.
I'll walk over to the blue man next to me.
As much as I would like to claim that I can lead and have led my people well, there have been many others as part of my retinue in the past that have done it much better than I. That is not, while I can give good speeches, it is not something that I would say I am good at naturally.
My face is ugly enough that if I were to show up, they would just run the other way.
Mm,
He laughs.
well, sneaking in seems to be a good idea. If it's something, I think that's something that the two of us specifically could do very well, as evidence as how we personally escaped the fog just recently.
A battle with the big enemy commanding. I assume it's a Modron. um, the enemy commanding construct is the tricky bit. Assuming we're doing this now, it would be better than if I were to even take an hour because of the spell I have cast on my friend. If we did it immediately, he would be better in the fight. I would get very little back from, say, taking the hour, even though I am mildly wounded. He rolls his eyes. The real question is if we can do it. If just us two can take on this fight. Do we know anything about this commander?
Well, it has to be either, as Atherian thinks out loud. The commander either has to be a Quinton, a Quarton. The Quarton is the one that you guys faced that was waiting around the corner. A Certain or a Secundus. One of those four. Those are the only types of Modrons that lead large armies.
Would I be able to make
Sorry, go ahead.
make any sort of check to determine more about these creatures?
You can make me a Arcana check.
I'll I will immediately recognize that I do not have the skills in this department, so I'll look over to my friend and see if he
Yeah,
has anything to offer.
I can definitely,
Maybe a couple of Modrons accidentally popped into your world.
Yeah, the thing is,
It's wild magic.
yeah,
What does it?
the equipment I have is from other planes because we don't really make our own stuff. Like everything we've ever had is from other places, so there's a good chance that yeah. I don't think I need to. I'll just it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, that is a success. Give me a sec.
I was gonna give myself advantage, and then I was like, yeah, I think it's fine.
So Quinton is the weakest of the 4 commanders. It can shoot automatraic bolts at its enemy, and oh wait, that you can see all the Modron types. Give me a sec. From Nonaton. No, that's wrong. There are more Modrons, but those are weaker. From this to this is the order of power.
Oof, jeez.
And one ability that the Modrons always have is if they see a Modron that outranks them die, they can instantly promote themselves. So if a Pentadrone sees a Decadrone die, the Pentadrone can immediately turn itself into a Decatrone. So if you're fighting 2 Sertans and 1 Secundus, and the Secundus and you nuke the Secundus first, and the Sertans see it, then one of the Sertans can immediately change himself into a Secundus. Just so you know.
That is an annoying ability.
Yeah, so the most important thing is with Modrons, normally when you fight enemies, you nuke the big bad, and then you take down the smaller, weaker ones. When you're fighting Modrons, you basically have to go down first all the weak ones, or make sure that they can't see you killing the stronger ones. Alright, this one could be a commander, so a Quinton. A Quinton shoots automatic bolts, and when these bolts hit, they do They do 1/5 of your hit points in damage.
Wow.
And to give an explanation to that, that's 1/5 of your current hit points. So if you have 100 hit points, if they hit, they'll do 20 damage. If you have 80 hit points and they'll hit, they'll do 1/5 of that 80.
If you're a rat, they do 1 damage.
Yeah, but if you're then if you're on 1 hit point and they hit you, and they reduce you to 0 hit points, you're instantly dead.
Oh shit.
So the more health you have, the more damage they do. But if they hit you on 1 hit point, then you're dead. Then the Quartron, the one that you guys faced. Well, that one has reordering strikes, which has a reach of 90, as you guys already saw. And if he hits you, then he can teleport you 30 feet. Then you have the Furtan. They have they do 1 strike, which is the Furtane Gavel, but that is basically a sort of wave that they shoot, and when you get hit by it, you have to make con saves, and for every con save that you fail, you take 1/3 damage. Same applies then with the Quartron, so if you have 100 hit points, and you fail the first one, you take 33 damage. Second one, you take 22 damage. Then you have 44 hit points left. You do the math yourself how much damage you take, but 1/3 of your health. And if you're on one hit point and you get hit by them, you're dead. And then the last potential commander, the Secundus. The Secundus cannot do any damage, but it commands other Modrons, and if it can hit you with the Gaze of Purest Law. And then you have to make a Charisma save, and if you fail it, and you are not a lawful creature, you are incapacitated. And you must make a successful Deception check to feign changing your alignment to get out of it.
That'll get me every time.
Yeah.
If you're
so-
a lawful creature, you're just not affected by it.
The way I'm seeing this is if we get to the Quinton or the Quartron, we might be okay. And then from there upwards, these last two are very, very dangerous. Perhaps particularly for us. Although it depends if we get the drop, if they're alone, whatever the situation may be.
I doubt my ability to drop either of those in one turn, or in one go, I should say. I don't have the magical firepower right now to do that. You might with those ridiculously good shots of yours, but it'd be hard for me.
Yeah, understandably. I mean, we always have the option of sharing the wall with the bomb and then creating large distractions. I have a summon I could use. I could throw out a cloud to prevent sight near all where the bomb is, and then when it gets near detonation, we can teleport away. That seems the safest way to do something like this, although it would involve fighting, assumedly, because I guess they have a way. They probably would have a way to detect a large bomb, I would guess, but getting into position for it, I don't think would be a problem.
No, getting into position would certainly not pose a challenge. Yeah. I'm good with either the sneaking plan, if you think we could take it, or the bomb plan. Sorry, but the other two plans seem...
You're not confident in your ability to figure out how a vehicle works, or to persuade a large army in following you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I could probably figure out the vehicle. It's just more. Well, actually, I don't. How complicated are these vehicles? Like, what would you say? Quote
As a dwarven tradition, one does not get his license until they have at least trained for 5 years.
Rough.
Yeah. 5 years is a long. It's a big gap of. I mean,
You're basically going to be flying a plane underground.
Yeah, I know a lot about the arcane. If that were to be what we were to
I can
base
make a
this
history
on.
check on dwarves, maybe.
I'd be happy to hit with that.
Go ahead.
Never mind, I just lied. I was looking at my insight score.
Alright, with that, you know that to get permits in most dwarven cultures that you have encountered from the different dimensions of dwarves that drop in your world, you've learned that dwarven bureaucracy, by getting a license, is ridiculously long and not needed.
Oh,
So you can conclude that you don't know how hard it actually is, but 5 years is a very exaggerated number for it to be for it to actually be needed.
Yeah, if
To
it
learn
as long
something.
as long as it's not a particular tool, I am pretty confident in succeeding at this task. So, I mean, we could also do that.
I could probably assist with causing an earthquake. Earth elementals
Also remember that part
obtain
of the mission
tremor
on that
sense.
part is avoiding large quantities of death fog. Or tanking large quantities of death fog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem too. I mean, I think it's come down to would you like to attempt me learning to drive a machine, or would we like to sneak in and deliver a bomb and protect it?
I would be okay with either. If we go the Earth route, I am confident in my ability to get through the death fog. Getting you through the death fog is a different matter, but right now you have regeneration on you, which will help.
It can help, yeah, it can help.
It'll help. There's no doubt downside about it. If you die in death fog, do you instantly die?
No,
Like
but
if you get
but you keep failing death saves every round.
with this spell on him, he gains a hit point every round. So yeah, so he would be all right.
All right. I mean, we could definitely attempt that. I'm pretty good as if it's more intelligence based. I don't believe I'll have any issues whatsoever.
I can also assist in causing earthquakes, probably with tremor sense, assuming I could either my knowledge of rocks with nature or my knowledge of or my ability to spot things with perception. Something will come in handy, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm okay with the. I think the underground plan might be better.
All right, I'll turn to.
I'm only unconfident because of my inability to defend anything right now, because I only have second level slots.
That's understandable, and I think I might have been Kodulka that took that crystal that recharges spell slots. So yeah,
Yep,
when we were in the tower, I think it was Kodulka or
it was.
Beauregard. Yeah, well, in that case, yeah, I think I'm a pretty intelligent guy. I've seen a lot of things come through, magical items, creatures, people come through my dimension all the time. And they, you know, we help them survive. They give us stuff or we take stuff. It's just the way of the world. And, I know a lot about technology from that. And, in the last couple years, I've had the good pleasure of actually having societal growth. So I think we could figure it out.
We don't have a prototype to show you, but I'll give you a somewhat description of how it works. Okay?
Sounds good.
Alright. So you have this chair that you sit in, and then at your feet you have 3 pedals. One pedal, you have the right pedal, that's to move forward. You have the middle pedal, that is to brake. And then you have the left pedal, and that is to shift gears in the drill. If you do that wrong, you'll shut down the drill and break it. So don't do that wrong. The most important part is to remember to not press the left and the right pedals at the same time. That's very bad for the engine. Then you have in front of you, you have the wheel, the steer. Oh, left goes left, right goes left, right goes right. And then you have on your side, you have gears. And you have to adapt the gears towards your drill. When you change gears, you have to step onto the left pedal without touching the gas pedal, and then move the gear into the one you want to be at. 1 is the one you start, and then you go to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Do you understand?
I've
Sue,
committed
after
it
hearing this complex explanation that he has
memory.
no understanding about, looks over to Khan and asks, "You have a beer?"
Sure thing. Here, have
Thanks.
whiskey.
That'll work. I'll slug it back and I'm gonna heal some. 4d4 plus 4.
Then here you have a tank of fuel. As he that you put in the back. There's a special thing where you can lock this thing to. It has about enough for this is enough fuel to drive with that thing for about 20 minutes. You're good?
Yeah, I got it.
Alright. If you have proficiency with land vehicles, you can assume that you now understand how a digger tank works.
Oh, with land vehicles?
Yeah.
Nope.
So then it's still just trying with your stats.
Oh, yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, if it's a vehicle check, then I'm in trouble. I should have. I mean, I guess I could eventually, but I don't technically have any vehicle proficiencies. Yeah. So I get because that means that my
Got any downtime?
I mean, yeah, I could spend the downtime right now and pick it up.
I can only spend downtime outside of the session.
So it would have to be
Didn't,
before this
nope.
or
It
after
would
this.
have had to been before. Yeah, because if I don't have proficiency in it, I can't add reliable talent.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It'd
so
just be straight rolls. How hard could it be?
I mean, straight rolls could be pretty tough. If it's just like plus stats, then yeah, it could be kind of
I was
tough.
gonna ask. I assume you have a driver's license.
Yeah, so we'll see. Yep.
Did you ever? Do you drive with shift?
Oh god. You ever drive a stick shift?
Oof.
That's about the skill level that you need.
I'll
We'll
leave
go
it up
slow.
to yeah, I'll leave it up to Sue. Then I'm like, I mean, from what he's told me, I don't believe I have any like I would say don't have experience with this. But so I'll leave it up to you if we wish to do the bomb or this one then.
Oh, don't worry. If we do this one, you'll just have to drive. I'll go through the ground with as an earth elemental underground, and if you end up collapsing it in on yourself, I promise to resurrect you. He sips his whiskey.
Sounds doable. I guess that's the one we're gonna go with then.
Alright.
I have
And
faith
if
in
you
you.
want to, you can take a short rest before you start.
Do we have to?
No,
I don't.
if you want to, you don't have to.
I'm fine. Thanks
The most
to
I would do is a
regenerate.
5-minute fast rest, but I'm not going to do that either. I still got 3 wild shapes left, so
Alright.
should be enough, I hope.
I'll ask Quodom to show us the way to the tank.
Like shows you a map. It says you do have to be careful. There's still death fog that you have to avoid. So, I'm gonna place you guys on the next map, and that is a maze. And I'm gonna, the moment I put you guys on the map, first gonna see if your site works. Yeah, dynamic lighting works. And should also work for you. And the moment I put you guys on that map, I'm gonna turn on a timer. And every time I hit the timer, I'm gonna remove you from the map, and or you basically have to stop moving for a little while, and that means you guys got trapped into death fog, and you have to do something to either avoid the death fog, which is going to be very hard, or take the damage.
Oof.
first timer is 4 minutes. I haven't started it yet, but it has started.
All right.
Here's the you guys are here.
As a bonus action, I'm going to turn into an earth elemental, and I'm going to go underground. This maze is probably not designed for large creatures, so it'll be still the same
Yeah,
way.
you will use your own token because else.
All right.
I guess.
Always left would be the smart way to go, so I'm going to go straight. And this just loops around. Oh, look. No, there's a dead end here. Okay, keep going. Oh, this is a dead end. Retreat! Retreat! Gotta go fast. Always left was right.
Always left.
I'm gonna go straight again.
I'm following you, so wherever you go, that's where we're going.
You don't have to go together, by the way, just so you know.
No, we don't. I think I was right this time. It wasn't. Go back. Nope. Not that way either. I know. I gotta go like this. Oh, nope. Click too many times. I can move quickly. Zoom. This left. And then this left. And then this left. And then I'll make another left.
Uh-oh.
Yep. This is a dead end. Straight.
It is funny to see you guys move like this. Like, whoop, whoop, whoop.
God, this maze is long. Going straight. I'm risking it for the biscuit. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I should have gone straight. I should have made a left. Fuck.
Yeah, this maze is not designed about always left is the right choice.
No maze ever is, but it doesn't make it wrong.
I think it works very well always left on very small mazes.
Well, I don't know where he's gone, but I gotta make my way now.
Yeah.
I've abandoned you. I gotta do a lot of backtracking here. This silly maze. Alright.
Jeez. Oh no.
Nothing there. Still a rat in a maze. Okay, I'm back here now. Let's go this way. Nope, nothing. So going this way. Nothing. Uh-oh, that fog.
Yes, stop moving.
Stat.
Alright. You guys are quite far, so far away from each other that you cannot currently help each other.
Yikes.
So, Corin, from every side from there is death fog. How would you try to escape?
From every side?
Yeah.
I
You're
would
closed
try.
in.
I would try to slip away. Like, I would try to find the path that I think either has the, or like look to the, find an area that has the least amount of death fog, or a path where I see like, oh, if I slip through this fast enough that I can get out of the way before I'm like fully ensorcelled within it.
Alright. And then let's see. There'll be a couple of checks. Alright, a couple of rolls. First, go ahead and make a perception check. That'll be the easiest one for you, probably.
The minimum.
Alright. You see two options. You see a house with within the wall a small hole that you could use as a crawl space to avoid it, but you really have to push. Or you see like basically a line where you can go through in the middle if you're quick enough. But you have to be really quick. Which one do you think for yourself would be the option that you want to choose to do?
Probably going the way that would be quick enough, I would guess. He's pretty fast, so probably that.
All right. Then, as you sprint towards it, I would like you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, I'll use a point of lucky to re-roll because I am assuming that's a failure.
Mm-hmm. And you successfully avoided your death fog. So, you were underground, right?
Yeah, I'm mostly earth gliding here.
Yes. So, the structural integrity of the city isn't as good anymore, and the city is basically a large mining facility to begin with, because of all the obsidian that they delved here.
Lots of pockets. Lots of pockets.
Lots of pockets, and this time you made a wrong turn as a wall collapses. As you first you come through and you're like in one pocket, and you're like, shit, I'm surrounded by death fog here. And then the wall behind you collapses further on, spreading death fog all around you. How would you try and escape here?
Probably stomp on the ground a few times, get my tremor sense going into 60 feet. I'm going to look for a nice solid slab of stone that doesn't look as pitted and use that to glide out.
Alright, go ahead.
And if it isn't there, I'm going to fucking pick one up, shove it into a wall, and use that.
Alright, go ahead and make a nature check.
Okay.
Alright. You there is no sliding up, but there is a large slump that you could use to try and go up. Go ahead and make a athletics check in your stone elemental form.
That's a straight 11.
That is a failure. A wind gusts through, and you get you are not quick enough and get hit by the death fog. Go ahead and write down that you take 75 damage. No save to have.
Alright, Earth Elemental has 51 hit points left.
Yes. Record that anywhere you want. And we are going to start the clock again. You have 4 minutes again.
Thank you. I am
If
moving.
anyone wants to, I can put you back at the start of the maze if you're completely lost.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Zoom, 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 zoom. And lose all this not progress I have? Never.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. That's a dead end. Very cool.
It's just how it goes. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, hey. I assume there's nothing to say.
Yeah, that's all that is. I'll go that way.
Then I'll head back up this way. Oh, that's the wrong turn. Rip.
Feel like a rat in a maze. That's
Well,
exactly what I am.
yeah. Oof.
Do I take the left or do I go straight? Fuck it, take the left. Left or straight? I'll go straight this time. Yep, dead end. I figured it'd be a short one at least. Left. Oh. Nope. Nope. Uh, nope. My God.
I'm pretty sure I've backtracked into the exact same paths that I've done.
5 times. Yeah, that one path that you just left from is wild.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck I am now. I'm pretty sure I made a wrong left at Albuquerque.
Tough times.
Oh,
This maze.
I found it.
And you are officially safe. Now only Corin left.
This machine is so hard to drive. I don't know.
You're not
You're
even
at the
driving
machine.
yet.
You're not even at the machine yet.
Exactly.
Welcome to the maze.
You're just trying to avoid the amount of death fog that's everywhere.
Oh, hey.
How the hell did you get? Did you?
That
move for
was
the wall?
not the exit. What the fuck happened there?
Oh,
Yeah.
I went to the. There's a path right here.
Yeah, that's outside of the maze. That's the
Oh,
start.
that's the
but
entrance.
Here's
Never
the
mind.
start. Yeah.
You went through the exit.
That's how good he is. That's a...
Yeah, that doesn't count.
All right. Back in the maze.
Does he get a time reset?
Yeah, like he shows up at the camp again. And was like, I couldn't find it.
Fuck.
Oh, go back.
This is gonna be fun.
Not for me. Oh,
Don't
boy.
worry, you have regenerate on. You'll be fine.
Not this
Oh,
way.
it's time too. Once you take an hour in this maze, we know exactly how much time you spend in there.
Yeah.
You have an official 20 minutes left on regenerate in real life. Because I counted the conversation and the time in the maze.
Nice. I'm making a snack.
You got time. Oof.
Yep, stop moving. The floor beneath you collapses. You manage to move in such a way that you don't take any falling damage, but the collapsed area underneath you causes a wind flow to come through, and then all the large amounts of death fog starts falling down right on top of you. What do you do?
If the fog is coming in and it's falling right on top of me, I'm immediately going to try and either backtrack to get out of the way, or I'll try to scurry just into the closest area I can find that would be non-death cloud.
Alright, since you're in an underground tunnel network, I will, and you're looking at the area, I will say make a nature or investigation check.
Oh, investigation for sure.
Alright. Do 28 is a success. You see, you see small pockets of tunnels that you have to push yourself through, that you can climb upwards again to avoid the death fog. Go ahead, and as you want to sprint to there, go ahead and make a athletics check to see if you're fast enough at the tunnel.
Athletics. That is the minimum I can get, a 23.
Sadly, that is a failure. Anything you can do about that 23?
I'll hold on to my lucky for now, just
Alright.
because I only have one left.
Then, yeah, your feet, like, as you go through the tunnel, your feet hit the death fog as you take 80 damage.
Oof!
Luckily, every 1 minute you you
Get 10 hit points back.
get 10 hit points back. So when the timer goes off, you get 40 hit points back. But
Great.
the next timer is 3 minutes.
Oh, so you get 30 hit points back then.
I have put it on the. I have started the timer again.
Could you put me at the beginning?
Alright. There you go. You're back at the beginning.
Oh man.
Wish you luck, Padawan.
Just a tip. You can also. You're totally allowed to draw on the map if that helps in any way.
That will probably help a lot. Had I been doing that, he'd be able to find his way out
Yeah.
already.
Maybe so you can go back in and then.
No
and then
thanks.
draw
I'm not going
on the
back in there.
You can draw a little bit for him so that he knows it's some color.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
now I'm going in the right direction.
Oh, that's smart.
You just follow your own color back. Just have to time it correctly, because you know the timer when I started is 3 minutes, so you have to guess when you need to run out that you're into safety again.
No, I also don't have to have them all connected up either, so I can just do this quickly. I'm drawing in purple.
Well, if I
Or
see
pink.
purple, I'll cry. But until then, oh boy.
All right, that's as far as I'm going. You're on your own after that.
Or you're waiting until the to the next reset of the timer.
Basically,
Yeah.
I'm also going to eat a bit of my snack. I am helping.
Yeah. Oof. Okay. Oh, I feel like this is gonna lead to a dead end. Oh, it did it? Okay.
Mazes.
And this one is a hard one.
It's a hard maze.
Yeah.
Oh, did it. Ugh. Oh, every time a dead end, my heart seizes.
Sometimes it's easier to get through a maze if you focus on speed.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. 3 minutes, you heal 30 hit points.
Stop moving. Heal yourself for 30.
Go back in.
And then we have the... As you are running around, you see that you see a battalion that still found like an outhold, and that is like fighting off a bunch of Modrons. They just killed the Modrons, but the last Modron shouts beep 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 and explodes himself, and a large wave of death fog comes loose. It kills all those soldiers, but the wave is so big that it also like shocks some other death fog right next to you, and it's coming right for you. What do you do?
Oh, I'm trying to out sprint it for sure.
Alright. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Oh my gosh, 23 again?
That is a failure.
I'll use the lucky here.
Alright.
No, why? Oh well.
Alright. As you try to run away from the death fog, the shockwave overtakes you. As you take 72 damage. You have 13 minutes left on the regenerate.
Oof.
Alright, I'm putting the timer on again. You have 3 minutes again.
Wow, that's a long path to nothing. uh, Hoping to see purple soon, but you know, dang.
I don't even see you move, Corin.
Oh, it's because I'm just holding it down
Ah,
and dragging. Unless you want me to like click, I could do this.
I know, yeah. Okay, it's more fun for me to see that, but that's about it.
Oh. Wait, I feel like I've gone through this path like 3 times now. I have. Ah, it's the same.
Mazes, huh?
They're always so good. Ah. Ah! Get me out of here. Wait. This is... Wait, did you do this backwards? Or this way? Oh, I think it's this way. Okay, hold on. Ah! Finally.
Finally out with that 1 minute left before the next death fog wave. So you have 11 minutes of regeneration. So that's 20 hit points that you regain for now.
Nice call on the backtracking, helping him out.
Oof. Yeah, that did really help.
Yeah, I had an entire list of tips that you could do, but I purposely wait until a couple of death fog wave before I do it. Give you comprehension of the maze. Here you go.
Holy fuck.
Oof. Yeah, I went up and I got stuck like over here for the longest time, I feel.
That was down here. I went through here like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you took this path here and you saw this line stop, it's because this way was the complete fucking dead end and I stopped drawing.
I gotcha. Yeah, because I got to here and I was like, oh no, wait, did I go wrong way somehow from following the line? Thank God. Dude, this would have been chaotic with 4 people.
Oh yeah. So much fun. Best part of it always when I do a maze with multiple players is there's always one player stuck in it and all the players have to figure out how to help that one player.
Mazes are fun.
It is definitely worth all the time to do the dynamic lighting on it.
That's true. That had to be a pain. I think there's some pre-made mazes if you wanted to buy them or something.
Yeah, but generally speaking, unless you those are very simple. And if you want them as complex as this, then you basically just have to get them off the internet and do the dynamic lighting manually.
I think I had one. I ran in like an ice one day just to fuck with my players.
I have
remember
one
if I
too
paid for
with Dragon Lords, if you remember with that one. Only you guys had a Minotaur.
Oh yeah.
Like Tariq's group, when they did it, spent like more than 2 hours in that maze trying to figure out how to where to go.
That is awesome.
The best part was about it when they once almost made the perfect choice. So it's like one of them was like, no, let's go the other side. That one seems untrustworthy. And they backtracked completely the wrong way again. Alright. Then I will move you. Here's Digger Tank.
All right.
Oh yeah, I still gotta figure out this stupid tank.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, and you still have Death Fog here, although it is not currently moving, but the Digger Tank is covered in it. So how do you deal with that?
I'm still in an Earth Elemental. I suppose I could try and drag it out of the Death Fog. It's just straight strength, though. If you want to
Yeah,
come over and help,
I mean,
that'd be great.
we could try to pull it out. We could attempt to pull it out before you use a transformation, if that
No,
would be.
I'm still an Earth Elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that case, I will assist you. I will provide my help.
Thank you.
Alright,
I will
then
need
you
it.
get a plus 13, right?
I think I still have to roll for its athletics,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Or is
yeah.
he gonna? I
you
still
have to-
technically have to roll, but no,
Just to see
I
if
auto
you-
pass.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
yeah, because it'll
So
be
that'll
10
be-
plus. It'll be a minimum of 23 on my check, so plus 13 to that.
So that'll be a 35. Yeah, you'll drag that out without any problems. The shockwave does move a little bit, so Sue and Goran, I both want you to make a dexterity saving throw. Goran made it without any problems.
No,
The
I'm
Earth
fucking that up.
Elemental does not. So as you pull it out and it is now out of the Death Fog, the Earth Elemental does get hit by Death Fog.
Do I get a con save?
Yes.
Awesome. Constitution on the Earth Elemental adds 6 to this, so that's plus 11, so that'll be 30.
You make it. So you take half, which is 33 damage.
On top of the 51 health points I hit, so that's going to... I'm still an Earth Elemental.
Mm-hmm.
Minus 33, you said?
Yeah. Now we can put the actual Earth Elemental on the map.
Yeah. Can he climb inside this thing?
Not impossible. Very hard.
Alright. I will,
We can make it work with just the 2
we'll
of
make
us.
it work.
Yeah.
There's only 2 of us here, yeah. We'll make it work.
Alright.
I'll get in the back.
Yes, first refueling. As you go in, and Corin at the driver's seat. Digger Tank.
This is gonna look awesome as an Earth Elemental with Tremor Sense going through a Digger Tank. I'm either gonna be...
I'm imagining how you go through that ladder space in the middle.
No, but I mean, like, when we start driving and stuff,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna like have tons of vibrations going from out the Digger Tank,
Yeah.
seeing everything while we're going. I'll be able to point out where we're driving.
If it does help, I have blind sense, but I don't think that applies to outside Digger Tank.
No.
Good news is Tremor Sense will, so I'll just sort of point in a direction.
Alright.
Try and
So
play
the first
charades.
thing that you have to do a couple of checks with Digger Tank. The first thing, well, you fueled it up, that's no problem. The first thing you have to do is an intellect land vehicle skill check to start it. See if you remember the correct correspondence that King Quotum
Gotcha.
gave.
So this will just be a straight in check for me. Let me read. 3 charges. You can spend 1 charge to grant yourself advantage. You make it. Yeah. So with the Ring of Pleasure's Wit, it says when you make an intelligence check, you can expend 1 charge to grant yourself advantage on the check. All right. So I'm gonna do that for sure. And then straight int.
Mm-hmm. That is a success. You have successfully started the engine.
Yeah, just gotta get it going.
Alright. Then the next one is another driving vehicle check. And that is basically as you're going through. You can either make a wisdom or a dexterity check. See how
Dexterity it
basically
is.
it's predicting where to drive or how to go through or quick senses on a good reaction time.
Ooh, a 13.
Could I attempt the wisdom check?
Sure.
24.
So what you see is you sit behind Corin, your backseat driver.
I am a backseat driver.
No,
And
make
you,
a left turn here. Oh.
And you just grab the wheel and you go whoosh, other side. All
Trust your elemental backseat driver.
right. Yes.
He'll only fuck us or make us succeed.
He gives you extra levels of stress, and it costs you an extra. It'll reduce your maximum life capacity with a year.
That's right.
But he does make the correct call. And now the last check, and this is to basically cause the earthquake to make sure that that everything behind the wall basically collapses. And that is a nature check.
I will make this check.
Could also
Do I
help
have
each
any-
other.
I'll
Yeah.
help. I'll help him.
As
So
an earth
you
elemental, I'll give you advantage.
Thank
get
you.
plus 17 to whatever you make here.
Advantage?
Yes.
29 was the better one.
29 plus 17 is 46. So
I'm good at make earthquakes. That's a spell of mine.
the earthquake starts happening, and you guys like roll back up, and you look around, and you see that the entire like fortress and barracks and everything that the enemy had in this location after you made the earthquake has been reduced to rubble. The wall that you guys did has collapsed, and everything is safe as the digger tank's fuel is out.
We have to go back to the maze.
No.
They're gone.
After a while, as you guys like, what do we do now? Troops arrive as they are cleaning up Death Fog. Basically, how to clean up Death Fog is that you see guys. They look like, for your real world reference, they look like flamethrower men. But instead of a flamethrower, they have a vacuum cleaner. And basically, they have then a large barrel on their back. And basically, they vacuum clean the Death Fog into the barrel.
They're Luigi's mentioning the Death Fog.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Where is that? So I'll remove this real.
You know what we should do? When our friends get back, we should throw them into that maze.
Oh, there's no
Yeah,
Death
that'd be
Fog
great.
anymore. There's no Death Fog anymore, or at least there's a lot less. So it's not that dangerous anymore, but... as the
Well,
leaders.
when they want the teleportation circle back, we'll draw it in the middle of the maze to be fun.
As you get like make a teleportation circle, and then you like write down the sigil and you give it to them, and it's like, this is a safe bunker. Go here instead of the airship, because the airship is not in a safe place. Alright. In that time, Corn, you can heal your. You get 110 hit points because regeneration run out.
Great. I need 110 hit points.
Welcome.
Ooh.
Worth the slot.
The others arrive. The leaders arrive, and Prince Atarion says, "Thank you so much, y'all. You've done great. There are still other defense posts that'll need to be attacked, but I will use my soldiers to do that. We need to prepare for the next phase of the assault, but I think we all need a rest, and now with the death fog gone, we can take that rest safely." "Good done, lads, and also very well done you, little girl," as he taps on the digger tank. "You are a great investment."
I'm pretty sure I break it when I try to step out.
Yeah.
No!
Just as I go to climb out, it just leans over, and the suspension can't handle the difference, so the back half snaps.
Khan Orgar stands and says, "You guys did awesome. Very great. Still sad I didn't get to see the bomb explode,
But you can
other
always
time
load
to
up.
say."
Yeah, if you still want to use it, I mean, I'm pretty sure some people would be willing to pull that off.
Need to be conservative with my items. We still have a long way to go, but now that the Terrible has used his trump cards, there is no defeating him. There is no and we shall be victorious. We have beaten his first guardian, his second wave, and now we will infiltrate his palace and take him down there. It shall be glorious.
That
But
sounds like an excellent plan.
let me bring you to your tents, or a
I
place to
will.
sleep.
I will absolutely dismiss the Earth Elemental.
I will volunteer myself to just be a lookout for the entire night, as I can't long rest again, and I don't need to long rest. So, fantastic.
Alright, and then Khan Orgar just opens the house and says to Sue, "This'll be your house."
Okay. Is it a nice house?
Seems like a middle-class working class house. Next to it, you look at the kitchen and are like, bad kitchen.
Sue just shakes his head. It's like, is it gonna rain today?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna go camp outside. Thanks for the offer, though.
Alright.
Wherever this man sets up his watch post, I'm just gonna start a fire and get cooking some grub.
Yeah, I'll just be moving across the rooftops, like wherever it's. I assuming it's approaching nighttime. I'm gonna be invisible anyways due to Gloomstalker, so I'll just be on the roofs, making sure nothing is approaching us since we're here. That kind
I'm
of
gonna
thing.
find an oogway tree with a hill on it, and I'm gonna camp there.
There
If there
are
is
no
one.
There are no trees in the city of Old Arcadia.
Holy shit!
0. This is
Then I'm-
like this is the
Industrialization.
yeah.
I'm gonna, well, unless someone objects, I'm gonna go find a soldier cookout, and I'm gonna make some stew for some dudes before I go to bed.
All right.
See if I ruin their taste buds.
If that is one of the worst rolls you could have made, but they still like it.
It's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good. We don't normally get that in the army, eh? Thank you, man.
Not a problem. Everybody could. Good food means good morale. Good morale means good soldiers.
Yeah, army runs on their stomach.
It marches on their stomach. It runs on money.
Oh yeah. Hope I get paid after this, although didn't get paid much before this either, so what changes? At least I don't get killed for not paying.
Oh, there's a lot around. Pretty sure someone's gonna have to do the cleanup. Whoever does the cleanup probably gets paid the most because that's just how cleanup works.
Oh,
You know?
yeah. What do you actually call this?
This is stew.
Ah,
I
what's your
guess
name? I thought it was Sue.
it is. This is stew.
Oh, so you named it after yourself?
No, every time I make stew, it is stew.
Oh. It's great.
Thank you. I wasn't sure with the beholder eyes if it tastes good, but yeah, it seems to be doing okay.
What's a beholder?
Uh, it's like a scrotum with an eyeball.
One of them like puts the stew away.
Except it's really big, like the size of a triceratops. It floats. It has other wiggly tentacles with other eyeballs on it.
Ew.
It's a very magical creature. It also has the ability to banish magic by looking at it, which is awesome, honestly. They're paranoid fuckers, though. If you hunting them because of that is a nightmare. Every time you go to get one, they just think, "Oh yes, this is Plan 86C," and then they initiate whatever fucking stupid ass thing they thought up. It never works, but you know, it's the thought that counts, I suppose.
Just because you have a plan for everything doesn't mean all your plans are good.
No, they're often very bad. But this whole invasion seems to be working out quite well, though.
Yeah. I know I lost a buddy, man, from the death fog. I was the only one that survived my battalion because I was at the bathroom. I got
Lucky.
placed in this group.
No one was expecting the death fog, that's for sure. I didn't even know this shit was real.
Yeah, it's Arcadia's ultimate weapon. Although they only have limited amount of it, and seeing as he has already used some in the other war paths that we had, he probably used his last supplies.
That's a shame. I was gonna hope to see if I can take some for when we won. I likely won't keep. I likely won't stay long on this plane. So
You could ask Prince Etarian if you could keep some.
I might. We'll see. It's certainly strong stuff, but handling poisons is probably more of the area of expertise of my Air Genasi new friend. Maybe I'm fucking it up. Corrin? What kind of race is Corrin from?
Korn
He's blue.
is a Vidalcan.
Vidalcan.
You can see that he doesn't necessarily have like gills or anything, but he does have a way to, like, you can see that his skin is a little, like, he is partially amphibious in some fashion, which just amounts to he can hold his breath a long time. And a lot of his there's certain, like, kind of an emotional distance from some things that he deals with, but it's just part of his life. But yeah, he's just a blue Vidalcan.
Stu just sort of cringes inwardly. He's like, fuck, I think I was just racist.
Well, I'm pretending to be out of range to hear it, so it's
That's fine.
But
No,
has
no,
a
he says
very
it out
good
loud.
passive, but yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I don't think I've met one of his race then. He's the first. I should ask him more about it. But considering I don't think he's eaten what he is, he might not be a cannibal, so he might not be open to the idea of asking how well he goes with salt. Everything goes better with salt, though.
Let's not eat heroes that have achieved many great feats during
Oh, of course
wartime.
not. Of course not. Of course not. I wouldn't eat him. I'm just gonna ask him how he tasted. Besides, if I wanted to eat him, I'd probably just ask for a limb, take it, if he offered it, and then cook that up, and then grow it back for him. It'd be fine.
Oh,
I'll take that long rest, unless someone objects.
I could always just take a like if he's feeling tired,
you can
as
take short
Corn.
rests. That's
I
no
mean,
problem.
yeah, it's 5 minutes for me to take a short rest, so we could literally be walking to the castle, and I just power nap, short rest or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I need that long rest, though. It's unobjectable for me.
yeah, and I'll just make sure to, I'll just constantly look out, for the whole night since I don't need it.
Yes. The entire night goes off without any problems. You counter a couple of like moments that the Warforged or Modrons want to do some sort of counter measurement, but you spot that right before they even get a chance to do it and retreat, or you take them down with ease. It is the next morning as everyone wakes up. There are people still, like, a part of the army is still busy removing as much death fog as they can with their vacuum cleaners. Zzzz. You see large amounts of containers of death fog at the ready that they now own themselves.
Huh, maybe maybe I'll ask one of them, if it would be possible to get a small dosage of it somehow. Like, like, is there a way you could like siphon it out with a tube into like a small bottle? Just, something I could throw.
Who do you want to ask?
What? Just one of the. Well, I mean, I guess whichever of the leaders are in charge of this process. Like, if
That
they're
is,
commanding people to go do it, I'll ask. I'll
That's
ask them.
Baron Elijah.
Yeah, I'll go ask him then. Like, excuse me, would it be possible if you could siphon from the collected fog a small container's worth?
Yeah, I can. We have that. Do you want the? Yeah. Do you want the death grenade?
Oh, if that's what they're called, yeah, I would like if you could grab one for me and my friend. That would be of great use to us, I'm sure.
Just be careful. He hands it to you. He hands two of you to you. They don't go away from the place unless you like move them with wind or something.
Could I ask then, how is it that you put this into the bottle? If possible, I would like to be able to try and recapture it after I've thrown it, and then perhaps in the future I could use it again.
We use basically a pull system that is made out of non-organic materials. It helps a lot if you make the bases out of old remnants of dead creatures. Then you can make it a hardened form, and you can basically make a pulp with it and intertwine it with magic. to basically have this suck system in. Then out of the plastic, you make a containment, you seal it off very quickly, and then you have a death grenade.
Wow, I'll definitely try to think of a way to use that to perhaps contain this in the future then. But yeah, great, awesome. 2 death grenades. I will in the morning since we're here. Whenever Sue gets up, I'll hand one to him.
Sue gets up early because he's gonna make some breakfast. He's gonna try and
Quickly
ruin
making
everybody's
a
meals again.
note for it with the explanation of how it works.
Oh, much better.
Yeah, good. Oh yeah, that's almost a
It's-
40 on food.
Rolled a 19 originally.
So
Those lucky bastards.
here's
I
what
almost
I'll
ruined
do.
them forever.
I'll do this during after this session. I'll take proficiency in cook's tools and I'll become a sous chef to give out
you'll
You're
become a sous chef.
you're his assistant.
Yeah, I'll knit a hat that says sous chef, and then I'll be like, see the pun, and then yeah, it'll work.
It'll work great. But I'll brighten up some soldiers' mornings with some good food. This stuff will be spicy though. It's going to be some red dragon meat with some lovely barbecue. What do I gotta call it? That's a good plan. Never mind. We'll just say it's red dragon meat. With some good old barbecue sauce. Kind of hard for breakfast though, but you know, it's still good.
Give me a sec, I'm writing the death fog grenades.
Take your time. I'll look up a good I'll look up D&D plants. Say it has a bloodsuckle sauce. There we go. Red dragon meat with bloodsuckle sauce. It sounds gross, but it tastes amazing. Welcome back.
Yeah, I didn't really take expertise in a lot of tools. I only have expertise in thieves and poisoners, because
There's
I
so
was
many
like,
tools, man.
yeah,
If you
there's
try to
like a
take it all, you'd
billion
spend
tools.
all of your downtime.
Yeah.
No real reason to try, but I definitely had to take expertise in Cook's tools because,
Yeah, for sure.
you know, that's the character.
It's so funny because the only reason the highest skill check I have is sleight of hand at 22, and that's because of the gloves of thievery. Just add +5.
Well, when we level up, we should be able to go up to the 22s in our
Yeah,
on our cores.
it'll bump up everything to 20. Because if the proficiency bonus will be 7, so it'll be 14, or about 19, and then depending on whatever the rest of it is.
Mhm.
But that's the thing I was talking about. I don't know about the rewards, but that's why I took that shard of obsidian, because if anything, the only real legendary that's like from the player's handbook and other stuff that I care about is getting an iron stone of mastery, so that way I could increase my proficiency bonus by 1.
Death grenades. Throw a bomb 60 feet radiant. So death fog 15-foot radius. 20 con save. 20d6 poison, necrotic fire damage. A resistance to all 3. Immunity only then doesn't work.
Well, every time you enter it or start your turn, that's crazy.
And it doesn't go away. Like, it just stays there on that location
Yeah.
forever,
When we're
unless
done
like
with this,
unless someone like casts, let's say, gust of wind or something, or like there's just a strong wind that goes off, or a shock wave, or anything that would realistically move a large fog cloud.
could we use
Gotcha.
alchemy tools checks to try and recapture it?
No, because there is no vacuum cleaner in an alchemy tools thing.
True.
You could try and make a replacement for the containment, but that'll be a hard process. Not impossible, but it'll definitely take some time to actually create that.
It might be a good idea to stock up while we're here then. Once we're done with this mission, of course. But like,
Yeah. That's
these
what
are good.
I was gonna
These are
say.
really good.
Yeah, because the thing is, if we're about to have if they're about to take a turn, you throw it, you hit them, they take it, then they start their turn, they take it again.
40d6.
But
crazy.
you also have to account for they're standing at the place that we need to be.
Yeah, if
Stuff
you
like
have
that. Yeah.
or yeah.
Good news is there's a lot of spells, things like fog cloud, things like gust of wind, that'll probably move this, right? And if it
The
doesn't,
gust of wind,
move.
definitely. Fog cloud, I'm not sure.
Well, whirlwind will probably get rid of it.
Yeah.
A tornado will solve the
Yeah.
problem.
There's
no way you're
methods
getting it
around
back
this
then,
madness.
but
That just makes it so much worse because now there's a tornado.
yeah.
But I mean, it's definitely a good super use, especially if you want to use it as like a deterrent. Like if we run into somewhere and we throw it at the entrance, someone has to go through it to get in.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good too.
Coupled with a lot of my spells, things like Wall of Thorns, Grasping Vine, throw on a whirlwind on top or whatever. This gets ridiculous, right? So like,
Yes. I have to add constructs are completely immune to the effects.
yes, which is a relatively small creature type, I would say. I mean, it's got a lot there, but it's also
Well, it's the perfect weapon for the Arcadian army because they have
Tons of
Warforged and
constructs,
Modrons, and so like they can mustard gas their enemies completely, and then just walk through the mustard gas with their soldiers without any problems, and then clean up afterwards.
worst case scenario when we leave. If we if we need another object, we can ask for a crate of these. And we'll stick it in my storage or someone's storage. So hopefully it never explodes.
Alright. Let's see how late it is. 11 o'clock. Yeah, we can do the next session. Or the next part.
Cool.
As leaders gather again and tell you guys. Well, the next part is quite simple. We need to go. We have multiple elevators. We're gonna have multiple groups enter the elevators and go down into the lower levels as the Emperor has lowered his flying fortress into the inner sides of old Arcadia in its lowest depths. We must go into there and confront him. We'll make small groups for the elevator, for the different elevators to go down. Are you ready? We expect the elevators to have traps or enemies awaiting. And they'll be different per elevator. You'll probably only spot the traps or the enemies when the elevators go down. So I would suggest doing preparations if you have any before you go down in the elevator.
Oh, for sure.
How
I'm.
big's the elevator?
Oh yeah,
Give me a
that's
sec,
big.
I'll put you guys on the map for that.
There we are.
Feel free to move yourselves.
Okay, so this is the elevator?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by
Oh,
the way,
boy.
it's. I think this shows that I'm just like I can have like I have a very small radius, but I do have 60 feet of dark vision
Oh,
due to
sick.
Gloomstalker. Yeah, which is not something that's inherently on there normally, because Vidalkins don't have that. Oh yeah, that's way better.
I'm fixing it. There you go.
Thank you. Before we go, if Sue, if you want, I can give you Longstrider, since I'm gonna cast it on myself.
Sure, I'll take Longstrider. It'll go into all my wild shapes and even my shape change.
Yeah, so it's just 10 feet of extra movement. I'll put one on myself, and then I'm also going to put See Invisibility on myself as well, since I can cast it from the Rod of Alertness.
I'm going to start throwing out some mage armors real quick. So let's see how long it takes me to get this. It's a DC 11, right? For scrolls?
Yeah.
Okay, I made
There
it
it
first
is.
time. So I'm down to 98 of these.
98 mage armors.
Listen, I'm
I mean,
basically using one
it's
every
good.
day.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not arguing. That's good stuff. I'm just like, dang. Also, I'll hand you. I can hand you Ascending Stone, so you and me
Thanks.
will have one, so we can.
It's like a sending stone earring thing.
Yeah, it's just a pair of them, so you can cast it once, but essentially that means if I communicate to you, you can reply, and then you have one cast to tell me something, and I can reply. So it's kind of two messages, but yeah, not as good. Not as
Okay.
good as having unlimited communication, but it's free. So
I'm gonna upcast to a conjure elemental again. 7th level to get the Myrmidons or whichever Myrmidon I get.
Alright. Last time you had a water one, let's make it a fire one.
Ooh,
Sick.
Fireboy. He's
yeah,
gonna have
so
fun.
like that 1d4 that I get to add to investigation is tireless precision, which is the Fidalkin thing, and then at level 25, whenever we get the enhanced race traits, I can apply that to everything I'm proficient in. So essentially, I would get to add 1d4 to every skill check instead of just investigation.
There you go.
Thank you. Let me double check its words in case I need to transform into a different creature now. Water susceptible for 5 feet. The Myrmidon moves in 1 foot of water. Takes 2 cold damage. Yeah, that's bad. But it's got a better fiery strikes thing. And multi-attack 3 scimitars. Magical weapons. Not magical attacks. Alright, thank you. And I am going to pick a creature to transform into real quick. I was gonna pick the Leviathan, but the Leviathan is water, and this thing does not like it. So I'll be a little more considerate. Don't want to go for the dragon again. Be simplest, but sometimes fun to be other things too.
I don't. So I have seen visibility on. So if I end up, if there are anything invisible traps, it should make it a lot easier to deal with. going forward, hopefully.
I have a question. Actually, that won't matter too much. Yeah, let's do this. I'll be a pit fiend.
Alright, give me a sec.
I know that one should be pretty easy to grab. Spot plenty of them. There we go. Oop.
I'm surprised it isn't immune to necrotic damage.
Yeah. Well, I
Is it
had that
resistant?
same reaction back when in the previous campaign when I could summon one from the chair, and I was like, dang, it's just
Fire, poison, resistance. Nothing for necrotic. If I could find a way to become resistant to necrotic, that'd be great. But not right now. All right. And then I'll
More
have
like,
the Myrmidon.
that's a great way to use the Death Fog.
Yeah. I'll have the Myrmidon mount me, and then I'm good.
Alright.
I have a saddle for 2 big wings, and he's got a scimitar. This will work great.
Like, you guys are I should have made this. Give me a sec. Maybe I have.
Funny thing is,
Oh yeah, that's
this
good
thing's
enough.
mace is almost a carbon copy of what my hammer would do. My maul.
Ah.
It's almost the same, except it does one more point of fire, one more die of fire damage, and isn't it isn't +3 magic weapon. I don't think, but
Here on
it's
the
still
side,
nice.
here on the side, you see the control panel for the buttons. Goes up
Uh,
to it goes all the way down to level 230.
I will ask now. Is this variant of the Pit Fiend able to summon other devils or demons?
I'd say no.
That's fair.
I'll put the delete on it. There you go.
Thank you. Cannot cast any of these spells.
You can cast all the spells, same as written.
Nope, because shape change does not allow me to.
Ah, oh,
Yeah,
then
shape change.
I will do this. There
Go
you
for
go.
it. Yeah,
And I'll do a little edit here to remove your spellcasting ability, because then you have a much simpler sheet.
thank you.
There you go.
So I'm basically going to be doing the 4 attacks every time, but I still get my own spells, which is why this is a smart idea not to give me the spells.
The it spells are for true polymorph, probably. Then
Yeah,
you can
true
just do
polymorph doesn't have the
then
restriction.
you can just do everything.
Yep.
All right. You are told to go to the lowest level because that is where the Emperor's Palace is now. Who will press the button?
sure. I don't know if a Pit Fiend's giant devil finger is gonna do it, so I'll make my way over.
Takes the hammer, smashes.
Push, presses all the buttons.
I'll try to find the one that I don't know if there's what the panel looks like, but whatever seems to be.
Just like a normal elevator.
Oh yeah, all the way to the bottom then.
Yeah. Number 230. Doot. We have elevator music. Don't have anything that looks like elevator music, but this is the closest thing I think.
I suddenly feel in danger.
It was either going to be this one or the Benny Hill theme, so this works.
Nah, that's not elevator music. Or I could, yeah, could do one, maybe did.
Yeah, that works.
Mm-hmm. Alright. As you go down the elevator, you see these change here, right?
Yes.
Can you see the hit points above them?
Yeah.
Alright, and you can see the numbers, right?
Yep.
Just
Alright.
with what I can in range of being able to see. Yeah.
Alright.
Except for this one. This one doesn't have them.
Oh, I see. It's right here. It's like right next to mine. If the
Oh, I see.
yeah.
Alright, then you see that properly, and then from out the walls come flying and sort of chop their creature. Decatons!
Right.
So they fly and hover around. I would like you all to roll initiative.
Add 5 to this. Ah, fuck. So that's a 13, and then I need to get the Myrmidon going. 1 second. Oh yeah, the Myrmidon rolled well. Rolled very well.
Alright, Corin, you are first.
Well, I assume that by the Pit Fiend's reaction that we are under some kind of assault, as I cannot see anything that would be within my
The
vision.
Myrmidon
You will
would
hear-
apply
yeah.
light.
Yeah.
The Myrmidon actually provides light, so
How
it's
much?
hold on, illumination, 20-foot radius for bright, and then dim light in a 40-foot.
Alright, give me a sec. I'll add that.
Yeah, I only got 6. I would have like a crazy high dark vision, yeah, but Vidalkins don't have it naturally.
All good. This should help.
Does it help?
Oh yeah, that's super helpful.
Alright, fix that.
I will then. I have a lot of movement, so I'm gonna move up to here. And I'm going to make my first attack at this Decaton on the right.
Alright.
Alright, just normal sharpshooter attack. Let's see if I hit him. A 20.
20 hits.
Great. So he's taking 25 damage. And then he's marked by Ambush Master. So I'm going to make my Dread Ambusher attack on him.
Alright. A 28 will also hit, doing 75 damage.
Nice. Oh, dang. These are thick dudes. That's 100 damage. I'll bonus action. I will shoot him with my, what's it called? Sudden Strike. Hopefully this will kill him.
22 will hit, and that will kill him.
Whew, jeez. That took a couple of shots there, but he'll die. And then I still have a couple of feet of movement left. So this 50, 55, 60. All right. That'll be it.
Alright. Then it is the Fire Elemental's turn. As I go,
I'll help.
"Wee!" Boosh.
Held actions for creatures like this. Can they hold their multi-attack, or is it just a attack?
It is just one attack.
Also, he'll hold a scimitar attack for when
Alright.
something comes within range.
Alright. Then and it is a Decaton's turn. This Decaton will fly towards here, and then go in. Beep 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 beep. Initiating repeat process. One of the abilities that Modrons have is that they can roll a 10 instead of a d20. And so, suddenly, as you look at it, those flails that it has start hitting the chain 3 times in a row. Because a 10 plus whatever their modifier is enough to hit the chain. As you see the chain getting damaged. That is its turn. Next Decaton will do the same thing. Fly towards there. Use its clockwork repetition to hit that chain 3 times in a row as well. Beep, 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 beep. Then the next Decaton will fly to here and do the same thing. Beep, 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 beep. Pit Fiend's turn.
All right, I suppose this is a question. Are they immune to prone? As I look back at Corrin. As I move, I'll fly over to this guy and I'll start attacking.
Would I know that from that big Arcana check I made earlier yesterday?
They have a hover ability that makes them immune to being prone.
Yes, they are.
Thank you. I'm gonna start swinging then. Start with the bite. I'll bite this one. Chomp.
That'll hit. That is con save for them because they are not immune to poison. They are immune to the poisoned condition though, not immune to poison damage.
That's fine. This would be this is a poisoned condition that triggers this poison damage, so they would be immune to that.
Yes, and then they only takes 27 damage.
The Myrmidon will make his held action attack. Yeet.
18 will hit, doing 5 damage.
I'll swing. I'll keep swinging. So we got a claw. Let's see. It's bite, claw, mace, tail. All right. Well, this is at least easy. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh bam. That is a 31 damage.
Swing the mace at it.
And that is 40 damage.
And I'll try and finish her off with the tail.
And that one goes.
And then, as a bonus action, I will throw down a grasping vine within 30 feet of me. Let's see, where will I put this? I could reach it both here. Yeah, we'll stick it on the platform here. So within 30 feet, within 30 feet. Yeah, we'll stick it right in the middle there.
So 30 feet radius, you said, right?
Yep, 30-foot radius is its reach. So it'll be two bigger than this. There we go.
Move
Perfect.
it around.
Thank you, thank you. That's perfect. And since I cast it, I get to use it. Conjure Divine. When you cast a spell, you can direct the line of bash out creature 30 feet. Let's make a dex save. Be pulled 20 feet directly toward the vine. Spell ends. You can. That's fine. All right. So we'll have this one. Since this is the more weakened chain, we'll have this one that's right here. Make a dex save. DC is actually 19, not 21. Because I don't have my moonsicle.
Filled it.
Alright, so he is dragged 20 feet towards this
you.
Thank you.
Alright, is that your turn?
That is all of it.
Alright, and then this Degaton here, who will go tree flails on the moves like this, and does tree flails
Also,
on the
Are they immune to fear?
uh, yes.
Cool. Just checking.
Alright, and does the tree attacks to do another damage on the chain. Now it is the end of the round, and we are going to see if new Decadons join. Only new Decadons join if I roll a 4. No new ones join. Corin, your turn.
Great. I'm gonna shoot the Decaton that is on the chain. I won't be able to trigger any sneak attacks on this, so I will just be shooting.
That'll hit.
Then a second attack.
That'll hit.
Wow, what are these same number rolls? That's crazy. But yeah, that's my action and my bonus action, and then I'm gonna move like this, just a little bit over, and that's it.
Alright. Then it is a fire elemental's turn.
Same thing I did last time.
Zoom, zoom,
Gonna
zoom.
hold. Gonna hold an action. For instance, thing.
Alright. Then we have a Decaton's turn. Can it do anything while it is pulled by that spell?
It's just a pull. It doesn't restrain
Alright.
or anything. I don't think.
Alright, in its case... Will it? Or will it not? You know what? It will. Because it has specific instructions, and Modrons are suicidal with their instructions. So it flies towards here. And,
Takes a swing.
and takes its
Bonk.
swings on the chain. An 18 will hit, doing 10 damage. As it goes zoop, zoop, zoop. That is its turn. The other Modron will do the same. And then it is the Pit Fiend's turn.
Alright, oh. Let's start attacking again. We'll attack this. Actually, move up a square and attack the weaker one. Multi attack. Start with the bite. Chonk.
That'll hit.
Claw.
That'll hit.
Mace.
That'll hit.
And a tail.
That'll also hit. How do you want to destroy it with your tail?
I just impale it like the tail's got a big barbed scale at the end of it, so it just runs it through and flings it off.
As you hear the echo sound going downwards.
And then I'll have I'll stay near this one so he can shoot it, but I'll have the vine grab this guy so he
Alright.
can make a DC 19 save.
Was Dex, right?
Yep.
He goes to here.
Yep.
Zip. Then it is Corin. Oh, wait. End of the round. No new Decadons. Corin, your turn.
Great. I'll start off by attacking this one that's on the weakened chain. I'll mark it as a favorite foe as well, just to get an extra D4 for now.
Mm-hmm. That is 56 damage.
And then I'll bonus action shoot him.
That'll hit, doing 27 damage.
Alright, well, I'm going to run to right here. And that'll be my turn.
Then it is the Fire Elemental's turn.
Fire Elemental has some attacks to do.
Mhm.
Multi-attack, 3 scimitars. He's actually going to use his fiery strikes, so that each attack gets an additional d10.
Mhm.
First attack. That's probably going to miss.
Yeah.
Second.
That'll hit.
Alright, next should a d10. And last one.
That'll hit as well.
That's better.
And the fire elemental destroys the Decaton. Ding ding
Nice.
ding ding ding. Beep, 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 beep.
No. There's no way you could get over there. Sorry, dog. Yeah, that'll be it for the elemental. Sorry.
Alright, then it is a Decaton's turn. Who will start, it has its instructions, so Corin, you can take an opportunity attack as it flies towards the chain again.
Yeah, there's no way for me to trigger sneak attack on this. And I know that they're not immune to poison damage, so I'm gonna just stab it in the back. Oh!
Boom.
Oh yeah. Nice roll.
The sneak attack, please! Oh,
No way. Can't get it.
yeah,
Sorry, Chief.
that'd be
Still,
so good.
13, 24, 28 damage. As it goes flailing on the chain again. Bitfiend's turn.
Break this thing. It's going to get smashed. We'll hit it with the bite, the claw, the mace. I think the mace missed.
The mace hits.
Oh, cool. And a
Yeah.
tail.
Let's see, doing 28, 51, 51, 65, 85,
Poof!
105, 111 damage. It is gone. As with that, the combat is over as you have reached the ground level.
Definitely dismissing that grasping vine. It's I'm concentrating on 2 spells already. Adding the third one in there is very risky. But
Mhm.
since they seem so focused, it was worth it.
Yeah, their instruction. Well, the thing was like the idea was that if they break the chains, that there was a large amount of falling damage incoming for everyone that couldn't fly.
Sorry,
No, no,
Mr. Rogueman.
no, that was the.
Oh, if you had rolled a 4, I'm pretty sure they would have gotten at least one or both of those chains. Yeah.
And same thing, if one of the chains breaks, you also have to like everyone that can't fly also has to make like saves to like not fall off of the platform.
Yeah, not slide off.
Mm-hmm.
Good news is,
All the
me and my
chains were
elemental
safe.
buddy are fine. And we managed to stop them from breaking the chain.
Alright. And as you go down to the ground level, you see that the other teams are also down in the lower level that went with the elevators. Some of them did die in the descent, as the leaders are there too. And they look around a bit, and you see a large, complex tunnel system. And Prince Etarian looks around and says, I know how this works. They established a code system to navigate these tunnels. And there are many tunnels, but they themselves also need to know how to find the fortress. So let's see where they kept the code system. He walks towards a little booth where probably the workers work for mining the obsidian here. Looks a bit around and finds a couple of papers that look identical. Yep, found it. Although these might be a little bit difficult to decipher. I suggest we go down in multiple groups, and each of us tries to figure out how this code works. So here you have the code.
Oh. Oh god.
Yeah, you have to figure out how that works. We'll do that next session, but I'll put you guys on the map. With also...
This reminds me of that code with the maze in the Dragon Rebellion with the kobolds. I don't remember how it worked.
That's what he doesn't want us to know. Is it's the exact same code.
It could very well be, but here's the thing. Sue wasn't around. That's Sue's future, not his past. So me not remembering is completely within canon.
Here you go. I put you guys on the map. And
Thank you,
that
thank
is
you.
where we'll end today's session, because I don't think you'll figure it out in 33 minutes.
No, but I could figure it out within a week. No,
Yeah,
no, not unless we start doing things.
You could watch the entire episode back and be like, ah, premonition. All right, I'll turn off the stream.